It's a rematch that was bound to happen here on the GCC stage. G2 versus MIBR. Lisa working up the crowd already, and G2, they are determined to get out of this lower bracket, but MIBR stands in their way. MIBR have proven themselves against this team before in such dominant fashion, but the question is, who is hungrier for that trophy? We are about to find out.
Yeah, and I already know we're about to see a bunch of double duelists. It's going to be absolutely insane. I just don't know who's going to come out on top on this one, or is it just going to be a battle of the mid-rounders, honestly?
It has to do, I think the mid-rounding is going to be very important. Yes, we heard what Petra said, but at the end of the day, we are watching the game from the outside. We are seeing when those mistakes are happening. Let's hope that to see if they can fix them. You speak about the double duelists. Let's take a look at the map beta right here. And MIBR has decided they do not want to see the premium. I understand. We saw some changes, some small adaptations from most of the teams. Maybe it is the time. I really like how Tejo is looking right now after the changes.
But I'm going to be honest, the double duelist can bypass a lot of this utility.
Oh my god, they're locked. So we're not going to see the double duelist versus double duelist.
Really interesting, really interesting.
Setting up over A with a very aggressive wall, cutting down straight to the middle of the site. It's a quick teleport forward. SRN to find the first kill, and the site belongs to MIBR.
Yeah, Amy completely caught off guard there, and now this is troubling for G2. Their round rests on a triple flank, but it is being policed by Lisa.
Lisa here. Oh, nice shot! She's insane! Petra just ignores her completely, doesn't want anything to do with her, while G2 get completely eviscerated by her.
Petra thinking if you don't look at Lisa, she's not a problem. Not quite true. Cuts down that entire flank, and this pistol round is cooked. Maybe we'll try and isolate a kill, and gets her one.
It's a nice little play down short A to begin with. A very shallow teleport, not something you see all the time.
But it was awkward. I'm not entirely sure how Amy got caught off the way that she did. It was not a crazy timing for the Rays to be up on, but it looked like she just wasn't ready. So Amy gets traded out. It is MIBR to close out this pistol.
Yeah, MIBR just doing a little toying.
Interesting change regionally. 1-for-1 to the fade out for the Teo, and it could have worked as well.
Well, Bastarda into the site now as, well, G2 are gone, to say the very least. Even after a headshot, it's not going to mean much of anything for G2.
Ton of tools to re-clear on your defense, but with MIBR also playing a double duelist, you expect the pace to be not the slowest in the world from them. And well, drone number one was sent towards A short, so there'll be a pretty quick rotate from this Teo. Ooh, that nade goes a bit wonky.
MIBR just in front of all the utility. Vanya in the middle of the site will end up falling. Petra deserted back into elbow, but at the same time, there's a teleport from A. Amy here, but being guarded by Lisa on the other side. Good awareness from Amy. Now creates some pressure on this flank.
But into the site, MIBR is playing close towards this choke point. It's still very hard for G2 to get out, even with Amy's flank.
How much can these players out of elbow do for G2? A snake bite for backside. Forcing players out from two. Melissa gets the first, and now Petra and Akita getting into the site for one-on-one. Akita will take it. Just barely here to shut down MIBR's bonus. Me, though, personally, I'm scared of Amy. With
the judge.
With the judge in hookah. And now with the lurk pressure going down, this is going to encourage MIBR to move in. No scouting. So it's just a contact step forward. That judge gets the one. Before leaning onto the A side from G2, MIBR should be able to plant.
One nice thing about this comp, they used the drone for that clear onto Lisa. Now they have another for this retake as well.
Smoke's already in, but Bastarda posted on elbow. She can play spoiler now with a very quick wraparound onto site. The rest of MIBR playing off site. They've got a Brimstone ult to stall. The first kill goes Bastarda's way. Now it's going to go into C's combo. It's beautiful. Sayuri for two. Off of Melissa's utility. Has been so locked in this tournament. Now Petra, two players in front of her, one from behind. MIBR take their third.
That is such a stunning utility combo from MIBR. But that one play shuts it down.
Well, G2 on pistols. We're playing 3 in spawn at the start of the round. React to this early attention. Akita with the sheriff. Look at that. A couple of kills already, but again, nice utility. Makes things a little bit messy. It is a one-on-one.
I would say a lot of it messy. Sayori in a 1v1 now, but healthy and a rotation already into this B site.
Sayuri already playing a phenomenal game. 9-2 on the Brimstone. And Petra sends out the Seekers, giving kind of bad information. The Seekers looking like they want to go back towards defense spawn. With Sayuri playing on the site anyways.
It should show that she's on site, but how specific is the information?
It runs
Sayuri,
out.
no.
And now this position up on top. Sayuri for 3. No problems there, even though G2 make it close. Could catch MIBR before they start this exec. MIBR are very patient though. Oh no, Sayuri with gun in hand. And now Petra gets another one. Melissa has to fire back on the other side and will succeed. It's a 2-on-2. Still pressure coming in, and it forces out a nightfall from Melissa.
But it doesn't connect onto anyone, and G2 will walk together back through spawn.
Mimi holding her utility for now. Missile out, pushes Bastarda up into Lamps. Bastarda is there, survives on 5 HP, will end up falling. We got another one-on-one. Amy and Melissa, a pit to bleed out of Lamps. And a seize onto Amy, takes her low, pulls her away from the spike. More utility from Melissa. Melissa, where do you take this? Amy will shut her out.
A huge clutch for Amy. Monster this game with the iPad in hand. That's what this comp is going to excel at.
Especially down B long if MIBR choose to play off the site.
The thing is, no matter what guns your opponent has and what ults you have, it's still scary to retake 5-on-5 into B.
MIBR getting proactive, playing into elbow, while G2 send 2 on the flank. Amy is here. Steps backward, tries to stall out and buy more time for that flank to activate. G2 don't have unlimited time, and probably have to send the ultimates. That pressure has actually pulled out 2. And a counter showstopper with SRN leaving it on site. That's 2! And now the Sheriff out of hookah. This could be a perfect round for MIBR. Mimi takes down a couple, but she's already so low. A thrifty win for MIBR.
That is the worst thing that could have happened to G2. They created so much pressure.
Exactly. If you have Teo on site, that could be a different story. But now G2 once again onto a broken bye. I feel like they've never been comfortable this entire half.
No, the money's always been bad in some way, shape, or form.
Now just getting bullied on orb control.
Petra goes for a walk, that's getting held, and she'll get shooed back away.
Actually with a quick turnaround, but it's a boombot kill to trade her out. A little bit silly there as that seize is again perfect. Keep your eyes on Melissa's utility. I have been relentlessly impressed by her Fade performances so far this tournament.
I think she's the most underrated player on this team. She has been a monster this tournament.
Okay.
Vanya has been excellent as well.
No one ever said Vanya wasn't a shooter, okay? Now, unfortunately, when Molly's enter the equation, there's 3 or 4 players on the other side, it becomes a little less likely.
Yeah, you can't really shoot through that scenario in a round. And that has me real worried.
I also just think MIBR have been doing a great job of dominating orb control. Even here, the snakebite lineup.
Okay.
G2 dive on down, lay short. 2 more players behind this one. Mimi in the lead. And that's a nice shot out of her. The follow-up from Vanya is true. With a teleport out from Petra as well. It is just perfection, this crunch play. So often you'll see that play out of showers with the teleport.
Yeah.
Instead, though, G2 draw it up. Playing very heavy onto V, and MIBR with the Your ult this time, not wasting a moment.
That's the trade-off of playing 4-1 every round. Sometimes you just get exec'd.
I was worried with the iPad out for Vanya, but this triple flank now being held. Lisa, get a little cinematic with it. 1-on-1, now that teleport broken. Discourages G2 from coming out from pipes. Now up onto short, 2 players right on the other side of the smoke. Sky open, and now Melissa stabbing G2 in the back. It's a little bit messy, it's a little all over the place, but Melissa has always been here, still with the seize in hand. Protects her front, but she's eaten way too much of the clock for Petra to have any chance in the round. It's another for MIBR.
Bastarda played that post plant so well. The way that she danced around that smoke, they're going to go back to the aggression. These have been the only rounds that have been working thus far.
Oh, this could get ugly. Missiles immediately with a double dive to the left. Lisa tagged up, and the hindrance gives Akita the protection to get the kill and get on out.
You're G2, you are happy. You've killed Bastarda.
Akita still coming back, even with the stinger in hand. And as SRN comes into the site, showers will be the problem MIBR have to solve. It could even be just going into backside. It's a kill from Vanya. It's a couple more through the smoke.
Down A.
And the fire on the floor. Lisa with a spam shot through the wall. Oh, look where that spike is hanging out.
But what a difficult crossfire to break for Lisa. She does have her wall, so can cycle that up and down, try and walk her way out. But no matter how she slices it, at some point, she'll have to face a 2-on-1.
They're kind of on top of each other. Lisa, are you ready?
30 seconds left.
Are you ready, Lisa? No. Akita not going to leave a chance.
In these plays.
Mimi quick to rotate over. 3 players here, and SRN way on through. Opens up everything. Now G2 trying to fight back into the site. Amy on the flank. And Mimi as well. Yet to be dealt with. Take a moment, MIBR. There's a wild opening of the round.
Yeah, they'll reset now, though. They're super happy to be up. It's still tough. Akita has an outlaw. All of these players have full shield.
Okay, Akita right out into the open. Putting Mimi in a 1-on-3, but they're never going to be ready for her in showers. Mimi, 2 kills waiting for her! And now the 1-on-1. Out to the side, Lisa will take the round.
Lisa's been so thorough this game.
Mimi almost had a moment there, but couldn't quite see it through. Now G2.
I don't think he'll have a choice on the speed. That Molly should full cancel this hit.
Although Akita can always go up and over it with some missiles. Akita will go ahead for the slide down in the smoke, though. Lisa and Sayuri set up this crossfire. Now 2 teleports into showers. Amy in the corner. Brings into a 3-on-3, and she gets out of it. Not for long, with Bastarda following on through.
But these players are separated. Mimi has the TP, and Akita is stuck backside.
The minimap is absolutely insane. With Akita between 3 players now.
But MIBR, no, they're holding, they're waiting. Does Bastarda realize? No.
Unprepared, not at all. A 1-on-2 for Mimi. It's gonna be the best shot she'll have. Mimi still wants this line. Stepping forward. Now the missiles under pressure as 2 players come her way. Nice shot! And Mimi's still holding down the fort. Sayuri around the corner. We'll take another pistol.
Sayuri has closed out so many of these rounds for MIBR. On other maps, you'll see teams have an omen or something else. No, this is a...
But MIBR, no strangers to the stage, no strangers to taking these pistols. Bastarda plucks Akita right out of the sky. And the rest of MIBR can show up to this site. Take things slow as G2 really try to fight forward. They're throwing absolutely everything in, and Melissa is farming.
2 players in this lobby haven't played at GCC before.
Well, now MIBR step 2 players up A short. Of course, Bastarda away, and SRN's making noise. Bastarda, first shot goes wide, wants to challenge again, but there Akita is. Stepping up for the first time in this second half. Things still awkward outside of market. Vanya holding for this. Sayuri will drop. Still, G2 didn't choose to take a site, instead sort of coming back, seeing if the aggression was still going to be there.
But with that dog, they're now going to realize that this is a light site. They can get in. The worry is SRN.
SRN. Petra waiting for her. Now with MIBR divided on opposite sides of the map.
With this double drone composition, because it is very interesting.
The Sky and the Tejo?
Yeah. No one really plays that kind of double initiator, especially not now after all the initiator nerfs. But I think what the greatest strengths of it is on... Okay, Melissa, get your...
Drop a little highlight for us.
Yeah. Get your ultimate, maybe? If she can die? Yeah, she'll do that. But what this is going to give G2 is kind of 2 things.
The Tejo drone goes all the way down A short, sees nothing.
And that's pulled a rotate from Lisa.
And Mimi is suspicious. Very aware that the showers walk could be coming. And SRN will shy away from the fight. Bastarda now with the operator in hand.
There is a drone for her, though.
Here comes that dog, tries to swing in front of it. Good patience out of G2. And Bastarda will be forced to teleport back into the site. Sees Akita on the cross. Akita saw her as well. And now the utility coming down. She's trying to run away, but the Molly's on the floor. Chew her up. MIBR, I think they're calling to save.
It's done. That's a great example of how the drones come into play. G2 start towards A showers. MIBR re-clears that space. But as G2's rotating, they send the Tejo drone into A. That pulls Lisa off B and opens up this free site to execute. with the waylay.
And then the layers on top of that is our util combos, because
So nice.
I think a lot of the time G2 are going to throw either a Viper Molly or Brimstone Molly on the CT flood into backside of B. That wasn't even necessarily intended to combo on the retreating player. That's just part of their default exec onto B. The fact that Akita just lights up the floor and makes it impossible for Bastarda to run out of there, who had already used the teleport, being pushed back by the drone, as you mentioned.
And that's an even bigger win for G2, because the round that MIBR had the operator, it's already done. It'll stay lying on the floor.
A pistol here.
Could be a Seasonade.
Here we go. It's going to be a high flash off of the Haunt. And SRN gets that first kill. Now with the re-swing, Petra is there, holding the line, trying to stop this gun from being retrieved.
Yeah, that hero gun. I don't think Bastarda has any way to get that, forced away by the drones.
It feels like the teleport was maybe even a little bit
MIBR
pre-fired.
second guesses it. There's only 2 players on A. Neither can stop the spike.
But there's Molly's ready to go down onto the spike. Now, yes, Mimi is in the site. I think they should be able to plant, but Amy is taking some damage. Sayuri's already into the back of site. Now a Nightfall means MIBR will activate quickly. Mimi on bench. Breaks the Haunt, and the swing comes through at the same time. MIBR, tactical on the approach back in. G2 drop an early Molly. Leave Amy in lamps. And now our position has been known. Vanya on the other side as the spike is tapped. The swings come in. MIBR holding for it. And Vanya has to have the 1v3. She started up, and she finishes it.
Just unreal from Vanya. Outing in bed. But somehow they keep making it work. And Akita, I mean, she can't believe it. They can't believe it.
Slide on back, shot goes wide. Ultimates in backside. G2 are just blowing up the floor.
But MIBR got out with 5, and now a Yoru ult to fight back in.
MIBR gonna be quick on the reapproach. Already out. Mimi keeping these players at bay. Some missiles to help guide as Bastarda seeks an opening. Has come all the way around on the flank, and now the rest of MIBR show up. Vanya again! It's a monster! And Bastarda into a 1-on-3. Only sees fire and despair. Vanya back to back.
8 kills in the last 2 rounds from the Turkish controller. Yeah, that's a Bucky in Sayori's hands, so danger in U-Haul.
Good thing is you just don't have to take U-Haul if you just hold the exits out of it. If Akita wants to go up onto heaven, what a silly little exec here. Now just peering into spawn. It's bullying time against MIBR on the light guns.
At least it stands up to bullies. Won't let that one get away.
The rest of MIBR are just bystanders.
Yeah, she has a very weird exclave in U-Haul. They know she's here. They're not going in.
Call for the extraction maybe a little bit later. Mimi still trying to farm up a few kills here. Petra connects on the other side. I mean, truthfully, G2 are starting to get some momentum behind themselves.
They are.
Not too far away from a few more ultimates. Only 1 round trailing now after refusing to lose a single rifle round in the second half. Remember, this started off with an 8-4 half from MIBR. MIBR winning the pistol, but it has now been 5 rounds in a row for G2. Currently being held by Sayuri. And Seekers out of Puka, ready for G2 to pile up into the site. That lurk now dealt with, but Bastarda again fails to find impact.
So it's a straight up 4-on-4 retake, but Amy has the pick.
Ooh, that's nasty. MIBR not gonna have an easy time cutting back through that one, just facing up into it. And Amy is just gonna mow them all down. Apparently that seemed to be the case. It was odd, like it seemed like MIBR, they weren't really playing on site. They just had the operator down on hookah.
And again, it doesn't do anything because she just gets wrapped around from the player's hookah. It's something done in the corner.
And if they realize it's a lot of players, SRN does have a showstopper. If they commit all the way up, nice shot from Bastarda. Showstopper could come online, but she doesn't get it off. Pulls the trigger too late. And Akita can just slide up into the site.
And now a post plant for G2 in a round that was quite literally half a second from disaster.
Okay. Mimi.
We might still be half a second from disaster. 3-on-3. Melissa has a gun.
Oh, but remember what Amy did here last time. That was 3 kills in that position. Granted, there was a pit.
The haunt didn't show.
Oh dear, only one though. And Akita and Petra pushed away from the spike. Ultimate out. Only tags the player backside. Now Akita dancing around the side of the smoke. Shorty comes in. It's 3 on the round from her. And now Lisa, with so little time on the clock, needs to get on this spike. Needs to get its half. Needs to get this kill. Petra will take another and take the lead for the first time for G2.
That's 8 rounds, 1 in a row for G2.
Sayuri goes unnoticed. There's a player right on top for it. Amy's looking down inside of the smoke. Now backside, absolutely bombarded by utility. Mimi finds the spam shot. Can Bastarda do something from showers? Can SRN do something in lamps? They can!
Spike down A.
That spike is down on the ground. Vanya gets 2 herself. And Bastarda teleported all the way back to B.
So they won't know exactly where she is. But still a 1v3. G2 watching every angle. And Amy so thorough. G2. 4Ks.
Let's go, baby.
Already sneaking some players into short. Flash pings from Petra.
Petra's just pressuring them, waiting for this round.
Akita's diving into the site. At the same time, MIBR under fire. Backs against the wall, but not out yet.
They have this spike.
Yeah, Akita had the spike the whole time. It was a huge mistake from G2. But they put down the smoke themselves. Now an orb.
Amy should be able to get this.
Yeah.
She will.
Now, though, with that time gained, Lisa
She's
stepping
got a
forward.
one-on-one.
And MIBR have ultimates. Dimensional drift from Bastarda to scout out the site. G2 haven't planted yet. And Lisa is shot out by Vanya again. The dimensional drift means nothing. G2 keep winning their fights. They can teleport over to B. Mimi is in their spawn. G2 running circles on MIBR.
Bastarda tried to hop out of the ult and shorty someone. She gets punished. And now G2, they might just flawlessly close this run out.
Spike.
The ultimate is ready.
But Amy has caught a timing.
Go ahead. Stand.
Amy. Sayuri gets the first kill. That's major. But Amy is still unchecked. Amy inside of this smoke and popping out. Wait a second. SRN has the read after clearing down long. Sayuri gets another kill. Sayuri finds 4! But is there time? It's down to the wire. And with 1 second left, MIBR stay alive.
Where did Sayuri pull that out of? That shot is stunning.
And no one even really guarding her.
Akita wants to fight out again.
Oh, it's a heavy dive on up, but Sayuri will get a kill anyways. 20 seconds left. The Nightfall comes out. Melissa is here. We're down to the wire.
They're
It's teleports
pivoting.
onto the B side, but there's still 2 players here. Look at the site. Look at Bastarda. Bastarda down in hell. Gets 2. She's tearing their heads off. MIBR want this map.
That is redemption for Bastarda. She had a diabolical half. She gets her 3.
Nice ball.
Amy and Akita. You see Mimi back in spawn, ready to very quickly rotate either side of the map. Bastarda, the brilliant first shot. And now it will just be Amy and Akita in backside, taking control over lamps. Still slow from MIBR to get into the site. It's going to be messy with Akita fighting forward. Shoulder reveal, good utility. MIBR bring the fight to G2. Straight into lamps. And this is a disaster for Vanya and Petra. After playing a perfect second half, to lose a couple of rounds into an OT and now find themselves in a 2-on-5.
How do you even start to solve this one? There's mollies coming in from Sayuri.
Flash through, the wall comes down. Vanya doesn't stand a chance. A flawless start to overtime. Bait out the utility, now ready to pop back through. So much pressure on Akita to find the first kill here, but it's Petra to do it instead. Melissa in the back of sight, dodged away from the flash. The utility is there. But still 2 players in backside. G2 choose not to plant the spike just yet. Instead, taking their time.
There's a flank working. But still a standoff on the site itself.
These smokes are going to come down soon. And G2 are not comfortable by any means. Melissa, it's a double swing! SRN!
Spike down A.
Tears open this round. The flank will come on in, and it's Petra in a one-on-one. Is she just going back into spawn? Can she even do this? Oh no! SRN straight through the box goes ballistic! Oh my word, that is a statement from MIBR.
It was the near perfect half for G2, bringing it all the way back. You thought they had it in the bag, but it's Sayori in round 24. It's SRN in overtime, and Brazil is happy. Up 1 map in this series. We head to sunset after this.